Hello! So in this shoot we're going to be showing you how to line a sleeveless dress. We've started making the dress. You can see that we've got the lining and the main fabric, and they've just been joined at the shoulders. On our lining I have attached a back loop because that's how we're going to close this sleeveless dress. So what we do now is we lie our main fabric on top of our lining fabric, and we're going to pin them together around the neck hole. We then go to our sewing machine and sew this neck seam. Okay, so now we've sewn the neck seam and I have clipped the curves, so we're all ready to turn it out. Okay, so we've turned it out the right way. We can see the lining on the inside and the main fabric on the outside, and we're going to iron it flat. Okay, so we've enlisted some help here with this one. What we're going to do, if you can see, we've got the garment lying out in front of us. We have got the main on the top and the lining underneath, and the garment has been joined only at the neck seam, which we have turned out and ironed flat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the main fabric on the right hand side, we're going to take it across the garment, we're going to keep going underneath the garment. And what we're going to end up with is we're going to end up with the right main and the right lining right sides together. So we'll go and we'll do that again so you can see what we've done. Pretty much the entire garment is joined up in the middle. All we've done is we've taken the right main, we've taken it, they started out wrong sides together, and what we've done is we've joined the right hand corner right sides together. So rather than wrong sides together as they began, we're going to put them right sides together. So if you can do that again for me, across the garment, fully underneath the garment, and we're going to join those two corners back together there. What we do at this point is we're going to pin along there because this is we're going to, in the next step, sew the armhole seam. The key here is to make sure that you push the garment towards the center so you're not going to sew over it as you sew that underarm seam. So here we go. It's a bit fiddly. We push it all up together. We match our shoulder seams. Pop another pin in there. And then on the other side we're doing the same thing. We're joining the right hand side main and lining together right sides together. As you can see, we've formed a nice little sausage with the entire dress in the middle. Okay, so the right sides are matching and the rest of the dress is a sausage in the middle. We're now going to sew this seam that we've pinned. So we've sewn that armhole seam the whole way along. We were careful when we sewed through the skinniest bit to make sure we weren't sewing over the rest of the dress, which is bunched up in the centre. We're now going to clip the curves and then pull through. So we've clipped our curves and now we're going to pull it through. So if we can flip out our garment like this, we're going to grasp hold of the shoulder there, and then we're going to pull the garment through. It's important to do this quite gently. If you find that it's not coming through, a couple of things could have happened. You may have stitched the body of the dress when you did that shoulder seam, in which case you will just unpick it and re-sew it. The other thing that can happen is sometimes you just need to, things might have got bunched up, so you can push it back a bit, pull it, wiggle it around a little bit. That will stop it getting caught up in the center. So we're going to pull it through. When you get to the shoulder, it's often a bit difficult. We just keep on pulling, keep pulling until your entire garment has come out. So you can see here that this right hand side armhole, which is now nicely joined together. Now we're going to repeat what we did before with the left-hand side. So we take the left-hand side main, we pass it over the garment through to the other side. So we're joining the right side of the main to the right side of the lining on the left-hand side. And just show you quickly, I'm sewing that armhole seam. Here's how it looks in the middle. We've bunched up the dress over to one side and we're sewing that seam. Okay, so here we go. We have sewn that second armhole and now we're going to pull it through. Gently, firmly pulling it through. It gets a bit sticky when you go through the shoulder seam, but keep pulling. The key here is to not pull too hard, because if you pull too hard you can tear your dress, but if you pull with the smooth, even pressure, you'll be all set. It's kind of like magic. There we go. So once we've ironed this one flat, you've got a sleeveless dress which is joined at the neck and the armholes, and all that's left for us to do is to join those side seams and the hem. Ironed it flat, and here we go. This is what we've got. We're joined at the underarms and we've also joined at the neck. If we were going to complete this dress, all we would then do is lie the dress out, so we have got the right side of the lining and the front and back joined, and we've got the right side of the main front and back joined, and we would sew this side seam.